Hi, I'm Ashlyn.
And I'm Zach.
And we're traveling A to Z.
This week we're exploring Joshua Tree in Southern California. We made it to Joshua Tree!
Yay!
It was the longest ride of my life. I'm just coming off night shift and I'm exhausted. So Ashlyn drove part of the way.
I drove most of the way.
Some of the way.
Like 5 hours of the way.
Yeah, that's part of the way.
So now we're gonna go explore and see what's here.
And stuff.
And stuff, yeah.
And hiking. And bathrooms.
A lot of hiking.
And Joshua trees.
Lots of Joshua trees. We made it to our first stop, which is Quail Springs.
Quail Springs, I guess, is a campground. It has a really cool rock formation right here behind me. So we're not really sure what a Joshua tree is.
Oh wait, no. I looked it up.
Oh, we looked it up. Okay.
I looked it up.
Never mind, we know what it is.
So Joshua trees are spiny tree-like plants that are native to the Mojave Desert, which is where we are right now. And they look some like a palm tree, but they're actually yuccas. And they're a member of the asparagus family, which is kind of interesting. And also kind of a member of the succulent family. So apparently they were named by the biblical figure Joshua by the 19th century Mormon settlers that felt that the outstretched tree limbs were guiding them westward on their journey. And so that's how they got their name, supposedly. I don't know if it's true or not, but.
I guess that branch right there is pointing west. The other one's pointing east, so I don't know which way they knew to go, but they figured it out.
So Joshua trees typically grow over 20 meters tall. It takes them over 60 years to be mature. The lifespan is typically 500 years. That could be a really old tree. Plant thing. They're really spiny and sharp. Like a cactus.
Do they smell?
I'm not gonna try putting my nose that close to the spines. So another fact that's kind of cool is they don't have any rings like a tree, so you can't actually tell how old the plant is. So we're heading to Hidden Valley. There's supposed to be a really cool hike outside at the end of the picnic area, so we're gonna go try to find it. Oh, that's a cool little interesting cactus. Is it sharp?
Yeah, it's pretty sharp. I don't know what it is, but it looks fuzzy.
It's a cactus.
It's definitely
It does not look fuzzy.
It does.
That is not fuzzy.
From a distance it does.
From a distance, yeah. Look, that is super sharp.
Yeah.
I dare you to lick it. So Joshua tree is in the Mojave Desert. Basically, it means it's hot most of the year. So the best time to come is around October through about April. And we're here kind of in the middle of February and the weather is perfect. A light jacket and it's great. Lady, a little Joshua tree. Aw, how cute.
Little baby Joshua tree. Still pretty prickly though.
Aww.
Kind of looks like an asparagus, doesn't it?
But probably not as tasty as asparagus. So we parked by the campground, which is not where the Hidden Valley's Falls are. And there's a whole bunch of parking closer to the start of this hike. So yeah, you may want to drive around.
Okay. Hidden Valley Loop Trail. Let's try it.
So it's supposed to be about a mile loop through the boulders, along with an area where they used to keep cattle, apparently.
Most places where you go, they don't want you to climb on the rocks, but here it's okay. It's pretty cool. This park is known for rock climbing, so there's a lot of people that come here to go push it to the limit and see how far they can get. These guys are way better than we are.
I do not like heights. I will not be climbing over the boulders and climbing on top of mountains.
I don't know why you're filming me. The view's out that way. This is a pretty cool place. There's rocks everywhere that are just begging to be climbed on. They're kind of this granite material, so there's a lot of traction, so you can really sink your fingers and toes into it. We don't have ropes or anything, and we're not that good, so we're not going to try it, but everybody else around here looks like they're having a great time.
So I learned that the rocks were made by tectonic plates when they came together and formed mountains, and it was very soft lava. So then the rain came and basically started to erode, and then you got all these soft, circular, rounded mountains all over. And then the flash floods came through, and that is what really formed a lot of these valleys and stuff that we're walking through. So this park was a U.S. monument designated in 1934, and it's only been since 1994 that it became a national park. And because it's so close to LA, it is now considered one of the busiest national parks in the United States, and it's 11th on the most visited, and they get an average of 3 million visitors a year, which is a lot. Our next stop is to Barker Dam Loop, which is a 1-mile trail that leads to the old dam and also some petroglyphs. So Zach's sad because there's fences everywhere and he can't climb all over the boulders.
Look at this. I feel like I'm in a corral. I hope it's cool. So apparently this place was built in the 1900s for water supply for cattle ranchers and mining operations.
Now it's just used for the national park. The air feels wonderful and it smells dusty.
I think it smells fresh. When we drove in, there was a little sign that said the air quality was good. I don't think I've ever seen a sign that said the air quality was good before in my life.
Especially in a desert.
Cactus.
Well, all the Joshua trees are succulents, so kind of in the cactus family, but
Totally a cactus.
but that's like the classic cactus.
Had little spikes and everything.
Look at all the boulders, babe.
I know. Like I'm climbing on boulders.
You're such a nerd.
I know.
Now there's a boulder. We must have come at a good time because there is not 3 million people. Well, I guess there wouldn't be 3 million people.
There are a lot of people here though. This is not as busy as it could be, but there's definitely people in every parking lot, people on every trail. If you're looking for solitude in the desert, this is probably not the right place because it's so close to LA. California juniper. Apparently coyotes and small animals enjoy the berries, as do humans when you put it in gin. In the desert, water is life. This is Baker Dam. There's not much water here. It's more like a mud puddle with some algae growing in it.
So Joshua trees can get up to 20 meters tall. The older they are, the taller they grow, which makes sense. So look at this tall one, and here's Zach. He's about 6'6". That is a big tree.
That is the biggest asparagus I've ever seen in my life. So there's petroglyphs here. I didn't know that.
So we're going to Ryan Mountain to the top. It's about 1,000-foot elevation gain. So we're going to a total of 5,461 feet. And it's supposed to gain this elevation about 1.5 miles. So we'll see how it goes. So that's where we're going. It's definitely steep. We're about a little over 1/3 of the way done. Well, at least to the top. So hopefully we make it before sunset so we get a beautiful view.
This Ryan Mountain is quite a climb.
It's worth it.
It's 500 feet or something like that over 1.5 miles. It's definitely
No, 1,000.
1,000 feet over 1.5 miles, but it's an incredible view once you get up here. I mean, you got all these rock outcroppings and escarpments. It's beautiful.
But we're not at the top.
It was quite a hike, but we made it to the top, and the view is impressive.
Definitely. So we made it to the top of Ryan Mountain. It is just gorgeous up here, and we made it just in time for the sunset, so hopefully it'll be a beautiful one. We're trying to make it halfway down before the sunset. I don't think we're gonna make it. How beautiful is this sunset? Oh, look at this. It's gorgeous. The colors with the rock background. Pretty amazing. This was the best way to end our first day at Joshua Tree. I can't wait to see what tomorrow has to hold. What?
We made it to the Bates Motel.
Oh, whatever. Sunny Garden Suites.
It's Western themed.
It is Western themed and it looks super cute, so don't listen to him. I'll give you a tour tomorrow. Good night. Join us for part 2 to see more adventures around Joshua Tree. And if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe below to see more of our adventures.